Namo Nanai. Welcome to our channel Astro Bhrigu Gyan Vani. And in today's exciting discussion, we are going to talk about a topic that you requested a lot. In many of our previous videos, people said, in my horoscope, Venus is sitting with this or that placement. What does it mean? Is it good or something to worry about? So today's video is made entirely based on your demand. We are going to talk about Venus conjunctions with all 9 planets. When we hear the name of Venus planet, the first thing that comes to our mind are luxury, comfort, and a stylish life, which everybody wants. People who are struggling, influenced by Venus, often appear stylish, they often appear smart and naturally attractive. When they enter any room, people get drawn to them without any effort. Now, this attraction can be positive or else it can create challenges too. Venus is the ruler of second house and seventh house in the birth chart in astrology. So, what is second house? It is related to wealth, your speech, your family. Similarly, seventh house, which represents marriage, partnerships, and relationships. So, Venus influences both your lifestyle and relationships. Now, think if Venus sits with another planet in your chart, its nature also changes. Sometimes this brings powerful benefits, and other times it can bring direct challenges into your life. Remember this thing, we are living in Kali Yuga, and everyone has to struggle in life. But if Venus is placed with the right planet, life can become a lot smoother. Money, relationships, comforts, these all are directly linked to Venus. But still, many people get confused and asked, in my horoscope, in my chart, Venus is sitting with this planet, what does it mean? Is it the only reason why I am facing the struggles or issue? Well, every conjunction has its own effect. And that effect depends not just on the chart, but also on your lifestyle, your personal experiences, and mindset. So, today we will talk openly about what happens when Venus sits with each of the 9 planets. And to be very honest, don't worry, it won't be the dry or boring knowledge. We'll explain everything in relatable way using real life examples. So it's interesting to listen to and clears your all doubts. So let's begin this exciting video and find out when Venus is with different planets, what kind of twist does it bring in your life. First of all, let's talk about the conjunction of Venus and the Sun. And this is very interesting combination. Why? Listen carefully. A person with this conjunction usually carries a hidden treasure of talent. They often have a strong artistic side, whether it's acting, dancing, music, or any other creative field. They're naturally gifted. Sometimes they don't even realize their own potential, but with the right guidance, they can achieve great success in their field. Now let's go a bit deeper in this. Venus is a soft planet that represents love, beauty, and luxury. But on the other hand, the Sun is a fiery planet with the fire element in it that burns and dominates. And when these comes together, it creates inner conflict. The first impact which is made here is usually seen in relationships. So, such people often struggle in their personal life. Either their standards become too high or there is a lack of compatibility in them. They themselves don't always know what they truly want. But again I'm saying that doesn't mean this is a bad conjunction. In fact, it is a very powerful combination as long as it's handled properly. If Venus and Sun are well placed in the chart, the person can become highly focused and perfectionist in their work. Whatever profession you choose, you want to do something creative and unique. Mark my words. But when it comes to relationships, you may feel confused or unable to connect with the emotional intensity which is needed in your partnerships. Now imagine if Venus becomes weak in your birth chart, what will happen? Then this conjunction can create more problems. The person might become so focused on work that they forget about their partner, their life, their family, emotional needs, everything. It's also seen that such people may face issues in married life, either becoming too dominating or needing too much personal space. But if Venus is strong in your birth chart, this combination makes the person charming and socially popular. They easily attract attention and get noticed in any of the groups or any of the crowded area. So, what should you do if Venus and Sun are together in your chart? First of all, listen carefully. If you're facing repeated issues in your relationships, focus on strengthening Venus. Simple remedies like donating white items, it could be anything, a white perfume, a white cloth, anything. And also using fragrant perfumes, wearing clean and elegant clothes. So these all things can bring positive changes in your life, and these are very basic remedies. But with the basic word, it doesn't mean that they will not affect you, but 70% of the effect will already be there if you start following these activities in your daily life. And most importantly, recognize your talent and work on them, because this combination gives you the power to take your creativity to the next level, which I think no one who is even in the competition of yourself can do that. Moving ahead, let's talk about Venus and Moon. If Venus and Moon both are placed together in any of the house in your birth chart, then that means that these both planets are conjuncted with each other. Now, Venus and Moon are both soft and gentle planets. Venus represents your luxury, comfort, and lifestyle, while the Moon controls your emotions, mind, your thinking ability. And when these two come together in a chart, the person becomes not only charming in appearance but also kind and soft in nature. You're usually very aware of your looks, you're very aware of your dressing sense and overall presentation. People with this combination often do really well in fashion. You can do very well in beauty and creative industries. Now, if someone has Venus and Moon together in their chart and they're working in a field related to women, then let me tell you, it can be money making magic. Why? Because such people can really succeed in fields like fashion designing, beauty industry, makeup artistry, hairstyling, modeling, acting, anything which is related to creative fields. That's because their mind naturally gets drawn to things related to beauty and aesthetics. If your business is related to cosmetics, perfumes, or fashion branding, this conjunction can be a jackpot for you. But not everything that shines is gold. If either Venus or Moon becomes weak in your birth chart, that time problems begin. If Venus is weak, you may face skin related issues like acne, allergies, or maybe any other beauty concerns. And talking about Moon, that if it becomes weak, it can disturb your emotional balance. You may have mood swings. You may become overly sensitive. And you will get easily hurt. Now, here's another important point. People with this conjunction tend to become very emotional and overly attached. Sometimes you get so much sentimental that you keep sacrificing yourselves for others again and again. And talking about relationships, in relationships, this can be actually a backfire. If you feel that people are taking advantage of your emotions, it's time for you to be careful. Don't open up so much that people stop valuing you. Now let's come to some important precautions according to this conjunction. Listen to your heart but keep your mind attached on. Don't take emotional decisions, especially in relationships or financial matters. Also, just because people praise you doesn't mean they are all genuine or they are praising you in actual. Some might try to take advantage of your kindness. So know your worth and act accordingly. Lastly, looking good and staying stylish is a great thing, but don't overspend on it. People with this conjunction are seen often spending too much on shopping and lifestyle, but you have to control on yourself. And be creative, but also stay disciplined. Otherwise, your energy will get scattered and go to waste. So, the Venus Moon conjunction makes you naturally charming and creative. But if either of these planets is weak, it can cause troubles. Keep a balance between your emotions and money decisions and always give growth the top priority in your life. Moving ahead with Venus and Mars. When Venus and Mars planet come together in your birth chart, means they are conjuncted with each other in any of the house. One thing is guaranteed here. You will be creative and passionate. It's like a powerful cocktail of style, attraction, and aggression all mixed into one personality. Now, some people say Venus plus Mars means weak character. But who even started that rumor? That's totally wrong. Venus is that planet of relationships and entertainment, and Mars controls your energy, fashion, and confidence. And now think, when these two team up in your birth chart, how can life be not full of fireworks? What are the key qualities you will see here? Wherever you go, people will notice you. Your presence stands out. The way you speak, your body language, and your style, people catch it instantly. Another thing, you are a powerhouse of creativity. It could be anything: film, fashion, acting, media, painting, photography, performing arts. Anywhere there's beauty and passion, there you will shine. So many top stars in Bollywood and Hollywood have Venus plus Mars in their charts. Another thing, there will be tons of passion in relationships. You're intense, expressive. You love giving surprises, planning dates, and making your partner feel special. And if you're into entrepreneurship, fashion, entertainment, fitness, media, or sales, this conjunction can take you sky high in that also. Some precautions you have to follow with this because not every time it is considered good. Avoid overconfidence. Don't feel the need to prove yourself everywhere. Sometimes people overshow and damage their own image. So stay real. Another thing, keep balance in relationships. This conjunction can obviously make you obsessive, like super possessive, and that might turn toxic later. So learn to give space and stay away from instant gratification. People with this conjunction often want fast results, but no shortcuts. You have to remember this. You need discipline to succeed in the long run. Because of Mars here, anger and ego can go out of control. You might get into fights over small things or try to dominate others. So be cool, control your ego and anger because not every time it is good. So you see, Venus and Mars conjunction means center of attention. But always remember, your passion and charm only matters when used in the right direction. If you have this conjunction in your chart, treat yourself like a brand. Recognize your talent and turn your passion into your profession because your real talent isn't just in your looks, it is not just in your passion. It should also shine through your mind and effort. Now let's move ahead with Venus and Mercury. When these two planets are placed in a same house of your birth chart means they're conjuncted with each other. Now this conjunction, it creates a kind of brilliant mix of smart thinking, charming speech, and a luxurious life. This combo is also known as Lakshmi Narayan Yoga in astrology, and the name itself says all. Wealth, business, and communication here plays a major role. So, if Venus and Mercury were sitting together in your chart when you were born, one thing is sure, you are a master at speaking, you are great at influencing people, and naturally skilled at making money, which is a good quality and pace. Now, this is an awesome placement. It has awesome benefits also. What are those? There's a magic in your words, whether it's friendship, business, or relationships. People just connect with you. You talk smart, and your conversations leave an impact for sure. And Mercury rules business, Venus rules luxury. And together, if used right, this conjunction brings wealth, status, and comfort, all three at the same time. Your bank balance will always find a way to grow. No worries for that. But again, you have to do a lot of effort to reach to that level. You can easily fit into any environment. This is another benefit of this conjunction. Your learning speed is fast and you can catch on to trends before others do. That's why people with this combo do amazingly well in marketing, sales, business, public relations, media, writing, designing, everything. All the fields where creativity needs the talent. Also, you naturally have a taste of high end things. For example, fashion, trends, technology, and a luxury lifestyle are all part of your life. But again, you have to follow some precautions, or this conjunction can turn risky. Avoid overconfidence. This is the most important precaution. Yes, you can impress people easily, but showing off too much can backfire in both relationships and career. So stay grounded. Avoid impulsiveness in yourselves. You know how to make money, but you also might spend it just as fast. Don't get trapped in instant pleasures. Balance your spending and investments, or one day you will wonder where did all my money go, which I earned from all the efforts I've done so far. So remember this. Also, don't stay shallow. Don't chase just outer beauty or short-term pleasures. Focus on real value and long-term growth, or else it will be hard for you to stay stable in life. And lastly, use your influence wisely. Yes, you are great and convincing and negotiating, but don't use it only for personal gain. If people feel you are manipulating them, trust and image will definitely suffer. So use both mind and your money in the right way. If you have Venus plus Mercury in your chart, start building yourself like a personal brand. Focus on monetizing your talent. Don't just get lost and show off. Work on where and how your money can actually go. You already have natural skills in speaking and influencing people. Use them in the right way. Luxury and wealth only feel good when there is a smart mind and hard work behind it. If you plan right and work smart, nothing can stop your success. Moving forward, let's talk about Venus and Jupiter. If Venus and Jupiter sit together in a chart, just understand one thing. This is the best combo of spirituality and material success. Why? Because this combination gives you both luxury in life and treasure of wisdom and spirituality. It means your heart will be generous and your lifestyle will be so much grand. You will be someone who loves branded things and won't hesitate to visit temples or go in pilgrimages. Your nature will be so balanced that you won't be blinded by money and success, nor will you get lost in spirituality or disconnect from real life. Now you can imagine and see from here, Venus is also a guru, Daite Guru. Jupiter is also Dev Guru. Now when these two conjunct together in your chart, what kind of combo it is and what kind of effect it can prevent in your life. Now you will know how to live life in the right way. You will have Jupiter's wisdom and Venus taste for luxury both at the same time with a perfect blend. And obviously, this gives you strong decision making power and a deep way of understanding situations. You have magnetic way of speaking. Your voice will have both sweetness and logic. No one will be able to ignore that easily. Whatever you say, you will shine in teaching, counseling, coaching, any spiritual work, and motivational speaking. In these fields, you can obviously shine. You are also religious but smart. You will obviously do spiritual practices and walk around wearing branded perfume, both at the same time. You will strike a rare balance between spirituality and materialism that people really admire. Your mindset will be so open that others will come to you for guidance, for help, any kind of advice, they will come to you. And talking about emotional balance and relationship, when it comes to love and relationships, you think with depth in that. You don't fall for temporary attraction. You actually value loyalty and true emotional connection. You are also a natural teacher and learner. How? Because you will have a strong desire to gain knowledge and to share it. That's why you can be a great teacher, you can be a great mentor, life coach, yoga trainer, or motivational speaker, anything which can motivate and guide others. Talking about love for travel and luxury, Venus gives you desire to enjoy life and travel, while Jupiter gives you the understanding to learn from every journey. You're the kind of person who comes back from every trip with a new lesson. And sometimes it is also seen that whatever kind of travel you do is basically based on any famous or Siddhi temple. And that is really good quality of this conjunction. That Venus is giving you a lot of desire to enjoy the life and travel. On the other hand, Jupiter is giving you that way of understanding the lessons behind the adventures you are doing. Or else it is giving you the adventures that travels towards temples, which is a rare thing seen in many of the people who doesn't have this conjunction. But let's be honest, there are some precautions associated with this position because this balance may break if you don't follow them. Either your Venus or Jupiter will remain weak, then obviously it can create imbalance in your life. First of all, maintain the balance between spirituality and materialism. I have seen that some people go to extremes, either getting too spiritual or too much materialistic. But real success lies in maintaining balance. Secondly, avoid overconfidence. Everybody should avoid that. But in this position, I would suggest you to avoid your overconfidence a lot. Focus on how you are reacting or how your ego willpower is overconfidenting on yourself. Jupiter gives the wisdom, Venus gives the charm, but if you misuse these, ego can grow in yourself. Thirdly, don't be unrealistic. Sometimes this conjunction fills your mind with big dreams, big desires, but dreams need action. Without action, you can't make your dreams come true. Don't just imagine, work hard to make them real. And if this conjunction has even some good effects, whatever I have told so far, then don't consider that always this conjunction is considered very well. Sometimes, in maybe any periodic times, any dashas, a time would come where this conjunction can affect you a lot, either in a positive way or in a negative way. That depends upon the transit which has happened that time. But again, you only need to focus on how hard you are working for your dreams to come true. If you hard work with passion, then you will obviously see that your dreams are coming true and you will see that improvedness. Another thing, think before you speak. Even you are very intelligent, you are very good at speaking, you motivate others, guide others, but at some times your smartness or over talking may irritate others. And not only the people who doesn't matter in your life, but also sometimes in your family, sometimes the closer one, your partner, your parents, your children, any people can be irritated from your smartness or over talking. Speak with clarity and purpose. This is the most important thing. Another precaution, control your overspending. Venus will obviously tempt you towards luxury, but Jupiter says save too. If you don't balance it, you will enjoy life but may end up with no savings in your elderly ages. So use both your wisdom and wealth. You have been given the power to earn money and walk on the right path at the same time simultaneously. Don't waste it. You naturally know how to share knowledge, but use that to help people, not just for only you. Teaching, guiding, and inspiring others could be your biggest strength in your life. And this conjunction teaches practical spirituality, not just bookish knowledge, but wisdom that is applied in real life. You will be entrusted from the childhood to wisdom and spirituality that is seen in many of the people. And if you stay on the right path, you will earn such a name that people will seek your guidance, people will take advice from you, and one day will come when people have to take appointment of you to talk to you. Let us move ahead and talk about Venus and Saturn. When Venus and Saturn both sit together in a birth chart in any of the 12 houses, just know this thing. It's a luxury meets discipline type of combination, we could say. This conjunction brings comfort and luxury in your life, but also teaches the value of struggle and hard work. It means you will learn how to earn money and also how to manage it wisely. Success will definitely come to you, but slowly and step by step. And that's the real talent, or we can say the real magic. A perfect mix of patience and effort, which is needed in each and every person in today's life, but only the people who has this conjunction could carry. The real power of Venus plus Saturn is what? You might think that this is a bad conjunction because Saturn is considered a powerful planet in the astrology. But to be very honest, this conjunction is not considered that much bad as well as you think. Success comes with patience because Saturn is the planet of patience and discipline. You have to remember that. Whatever you wish for, you will get it, but not instantly. This conjunction doesn't bring overnight success. It gives long term stability, but for sure, it will give slowly. Balance between dreams and reality is also important here. You will love beautiful things and comfort, but your mind will stay always practical. You won't just dream, you will actually work hard to make your dreams real. You will speak less, but do more. This is your quality. Your nature will be very calm or focused. People may find you serious and reserved, but your eyes will always be set on your reports. And that's your real strength, for sure. Another thing, discipline even in luxury is there. You will love good clothes, a nice house, a high status life, but always with planning and control. Enjoy life, but smartly. Also, slow and steady wins the race. This is the most suitable line for you in this conjunction. Why? Because Saturn gives results slowly, but once it gives, they are best. You may get success later in life, but when it comes, it will be solid and long lasting. Also, you're loyal in relationships, serious, committed. You won't like fake connections. You will always value deep and meaningful ones. You will notice that the less you speak, the more people will respect you. Your silence will be your power. But again, there are some precautions associated with this because Saturn is conjuncted with Venus, and Saturn is very discipline oriented planet. You have to take care of some things, some precautions which you have to follow in your entire life. If you follow them, no need to follow any of the remedy because at some times Saturn or maybe both Venus and Saturn can take your test. Each and every planet takes the test in everybody's life. If I am sitting here, then my planets are also giving me some test. In any other ways, even in small things, we have to pass very difficult tests. This is the magic of 9 planets associated in a birth chart. So, first of all, in this Venus plus Saturn conjunction, you have to avoid overthinking. You may think too much and act less, and that might cause you to miss good opportunities at times. Less thinking, more doing. Remember this. Another thing, beware of loneliness and sadness. At times, you might feel that I have everything, but still something feels missing. That's the Saturn's effect. Learn to balance this feeling. Life isn't only about results, it is also about living fully. Don't be too reserved that your personality will be deep and serious, but sometimes you always need to laugh. You always need to relax and enjoy the life. Have fun with people, have fun with your family. You are gifted with a long term growth, but with patience and silence. Slowly it will grow. But don't always stay strict and serious. Another thing, avoid both overspending and extreme saving. Because Venus on the other side will say spend and enjoy, but Saturn will say save the plan. Your success will depend on how well you balance these two voices. If you are not seeing fast success, don't lose hope. Saturn takes time, but when it blesses you, it makes you a brand in your field, in whichever field you go. So the one who walks slowly, walks far. If success is taking time, it means your roots are growing stronger. The real luxury is what you earn through hard work. If Venus and Saturn are together, you will obviously achieve a success. Just keep going. There is a shlok in Bhagavad Gita, Karmanyevadhiparasте ma phaleshu padachan. Means just continuously doing your work without thinking the result, whatever the result would be. Remember this shlok. And this, when you remember this every day, wake up in the morning, take the name of God, whichever God you are devoted towards to, and start with this shloka. And remember this, that whenever you are doing any hard work, don't desire or don't think what will be the result. It will be good because you have the ability to do that, to make that good. But don't think of the result. Another thing, don't live to impress others. Live for yourself. Know about yourself. This conjunction teaches you to understand your own value and not to seek validation outside. Speak less, earn more, and build your unique identity. And that's the real secret of Venus plus Saturn combo. Now let's talk about the most mysterious placement considered ever for Venus, which is Venus and Rahu. Now, by this conjunction, you might be scared because there's a so called planet which is Rahu, and everybody knows that Rahu is considered the planet of illusion. It is the planet where obstacles happen, mysterious uh, things happen in your life, sudden accidents, sudden incidents, everything which happens sudden. And also, Rahu is the Karak of illusion, Maya. But just understand one thing, Venus plus Rahu, this conjunction, is the real test of dreams versus reality. This conjunction can give you huge opportunities, but whether they are real or illusions, that depends on your wisdom. Yes, you might get money, you might get fame and attention, but the big question here is, will it last or is it just a migrate? Because this is the actual game of this communication. Venus plus Rahu is the super fast success, but real or fake? This is the main question here. This placement takes illusion shortcuts, illusionist. You may get sudden and chances to earn money and fame quickly, but remember, Rahu doesn't let things stay permanent. Whatever comes fast can also go fast. So be alert. You will have a super high energy, but what if that energy goes in the wrong direction? The fall can be huge that time. So always stay clear about your goals, and you will want everything royal, everything expensive, like expensive cars, designer coats, a lavish lifestyle. But if Rahu turns negative here, all this becomes just for show, and inside there is no satisfaction left behind. Not everything that shines is gold. You will see glamorous chances in life, but not all of them are real. Rahu's trick is this, but it looks most tempting might be the biggest illusion in your life. Big success and glamour media world can also be there in this situation. You can do really well in social media, film, modeling, music, and digital business, anything related to technology. But never fake your image because one day the truth always comes out, and obviously Rahu will help to take the truth out of the media. Now, there are some precautions associated with this conjunction so that this cannot affect you a lot at that level. First of all, don't earn money the wrong way. You will find many shortcuts to become rich fast, but always check if the source is ethical and clean. Secondly, avoid illusions because not everything is real in your life. Sometimes a deal may look amazing, but Rahu always hides something behind the Saturn. Think twice. Too much ambition can also be giving you too little satisfaction. You may get everything but still feel empty inside. Don't just chase luxury, learn how to enjoy it meaningfully and wisely. Many people will come into your life who will show big dreams, but just to you, to use you. Trust wisely and do not trust anyone with ease because the people who are maybe showing you the dreams or maybe who are helping you are not always good for you. Stay away from bad habits. Rahu can turn your love for your comfort and enjoyment into addiction. So self control is must in this conjunction. Success is great here, but only the honest kind lasts. If your work is in the right way, this conjunction can make you rich and famous as well. But if not, it can bring deep regrets as far as the time passes. Live in reality, not in fantasy. Your dreams will be big, but dreams need action, not just imagination. Not every shortcut is worth in your life because choose your chances wisely. The right decision will lead to true success. Now let's move ahead and talk about the last planet of the birth chart, which is Venus plus Ketu. Now, Venus plus Ketu. It is a kind of unique combination that can totally change your definition of wealth and material comfort. What does it this basically mean? Either you will have a strong dedication to achieve high level success, or you might suddenly lose interest in worldly things altogether. You will often feel confused. Sometimes you will want a luxurious life, and other times you will feel like leaving everything and going into deep spirituality or liberation. And this extreme mindset may stop you from clearly knowing what you actually want. You have commitment issues, but true love is also standing in front of it. In relationships, you may live more in fantasy than reality. It might feel like a deep emotional bond, but when a real life tests come, you will realize it was just an illusion. Sometimes you may feel unsure of your own strengths, but trust me, you have secret talents even you aren't aware of it there. All you need is the right time and awareness to discover them. You will feel drawn towards meditation, spirituality, or occult sciences in some kind of forms altogether. But if this energy isn't directed correctly in your life, it can obviously lead to confusions or wandering. So, some precautions which you must learn to control this energy, this conjunction. First of all, you may feel someone is perfect for you, but later discover it was just a temporary attraction. So take your time and think before getting emotionally involved. Secondly, make financial decisions carefully. You might come across easy money options, but don't fall for any scheme without proper thinking. Wrong financial choices can lead to regret in your life. Remember this. Also, at times you will feel like leaving everything and going into the mountains, leaving the world and going out of your family and whatever the materialistic things you have around you. But you must live in the real world too. Learn balance instead of escaping from them. Ketu can make you calm, quiet, and introverted. But if you become too soft or possessive, people may try to fool you. So stay smart. Don't mistake silence for weakness. You might often feel like nothing is going right in life, but that's just a mental trap. Trust yourself. Things are going better than you think. Don't stress unnecessarily. You have a special talent. Don't waste it. If you channel this powerful conjunction, if you channel this powerful energy in the right way, you will create a name for yourself that stands out from the crowd for sure. Choose love wisely, don't fall for a dream. If you're in a relationship, make sure it's not just for fantasy. Look for truth and stability. Your thinking is different, make it your strength. Ketu here gives you a rare and deep perspective, and use it for your own growth instead of feeling lost and confused. If you walk the right path, success is guaranteed in your life, no matter how many ups and downs come. If you stay confused or focused, nothing can stop your success. Or if you stay confused, then Ketu will detach you from your desires, your dreams, your success level, everything. So, this was all about Venus conjunctions with all other 9 planets. In this video, you obviously discovered how they are affecting your life and what kind of precautions you may take. If you follow those precautions, you will obviously feel a effect and improveness in your life, and no remedy will be needed whenever you follow these precautions. But you have to be very precise when following them. So remember this thing, because these are the most important points in your entire life, which you have to follow in any case. So this was all about this. We'll meet in the next video with a new interesting topic. Till then, have a great day and stay always happy, as well as we're wishing the best wishes for your family as well. Thank you.